Today I am going to talk about the worst kept silly season rumor of all time. It is pretty obvious on what I'm going to talk about here, so let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
At the beginning of the 2021 season, NASCAR owner Chip Ganassi kind of eased up and backed up on NASCAR and put more of his focus on the IndyCar and other racing series. And it made us fans wonder, what's the future for Chip Ganassi Racing? But he fast forwarded a couple months later down the road, he announces that he sells his team and charters to Trackhouse Racing, which is owned by Justin Marks and rapper Pitbull. And Trackhouse Racing was pretty quick to it to put drivers in both of those seats for next year. For one of them, they put their current driver, Daniel Suarez, in one. He'll drive the 99 car for next year in 2022. But that second car remained a mystery. It was either going to be Ross Chastain or Kurt Busch, but ultimately they decided to pick up Ross Chastain to drive the one car. And that left Kurt Busch in the streets, and a lot of people were wondering on what he was going to do. Because he made it clear, I guess you can say, just a couple days ago while I'm filming this video, he made it pretty clear that he has three offers, or three things he's looking at. One, going to the booth to call races. Two, a unknown team that offered him. And three, 23XI Racing. And just a couple moments ago, he put out a thing on Twitter confirming he will be heading to 23XI Racing for the 2022 season and beyond. But he's not going to drive the 32 car as a lot of people have been expecting for quite a while now. Instead, he will be driving the 45 car. That caught my attention, but man, how about that? Kurt Busch, a winning driver in the Cup Series and a former champion in the Cup Series, going to one of the NASCAR's newest teams right now, 23XI Racing. And right now, their current driver, Bubba Wallace, has been going through some growing pains because it's a new team, don't get me wrong. But they have yet to get a good race weekend, like a good performance, a full, like, you're up front type of weekend. And I don't think that's going to happen this year. Toyota in general has been kind of off the pace. I know you had Truex win 3 races and Kyle Busch win a couple and Bell win one. But Hamlin last year won 7 races. Martin Truex Jr. won 1 at Martinsville, and Kyle Busch got lucky at Texas. And then last year into this year, Toyota's totally different. And Bubba Wallace going back to another manufacturer, they kind of slowed things down. So I expected for them to be kind of off the pace in 2021. But as they go into 2022, I expect things to change. I expect 23XI Racing, with the ownership they got and the funding they got, to go a lot better on the scoring charts because obviously it's an equal playing field at the start of the 2022 season. And right now, you got one of the drivers that have tested out the next-gen car, probably the most out of every active driver right now in the Cup Series. So 23XI Racing has it made right now with Kurt Busch going over there to drive the number 45 car. And it will be sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Monster has been a big supporter over Kurt Busch throughout the years. I think they got on heavily for him since the 2016 season. Prior to that, they were just a little secondary sponsor. And but since then, they have been really committed to Kurt. And they're following Kurt Busch. And I'm still looking in the gear wrench and seeing if they're going to follow him, because I know that they are very satisfied the way Kurt handled himself on and off the track representing that sponsor. And I'm also pretty sure some of them side sponsors right now with him will follow him instead of going to Trackhouse Racing, because Kurt Busch, early on in his career, he was really successful. And he went down the wrong path and got caught up with a couple bad teams. James Finch was one of them. And that's when he went sponsorless for a long time. Then he went to Furniture Road Racing, sponsorless there. The team had to sponsor him. And it's similar to Kyle Larson right now. No one wanted to sponsor him, so Rick Hendrick will sponsor him out of his own wallet. And then eventually Kurt Busch went to Stewart-Haas Racing. Haas had to sponsor him for a hot minute. Then Monster came on, and so did State Water Heaters came on, and then a couple others. And he went to Chip Ganassi Racing, And then since then, he has not had to worry about the team sponsoring him. And it's a good feeling, I'm sure, deep down inside. And Kurt Busch going to 2311 Racing for the 2022 season. Everybody, though, remember to please like and subscribe and comment down below your opinions about this whole situation. I am curious to know. Peace.